Hey guys, it's Becca. Welcome back to today's video. We are going to be doing a couple things today. I want to reorganize my TBR cart because everything up there, not a priority. I've got a bunch of books here on the floor. I got to rearrange my bookshelf, my cart, you name it. And I also want to pick a couple of prompts out of my TBR jar for reads for this coming week. So we're going to prep for that as well. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to start with reorganizing this sucker. There's a lot of reads up here that don't need to be on here. So we're going to start pulling things off, and then we will reorganize my shelf as we go. Okay, now that that is done, we are going to pick two prompts from my TBR jar. I made this a couple weeks ago, and we have about 30-ish prompts in here, give or take. So we're gonna pick two and see what we get. So, first one is going to be Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. And we have a couple of different things, so let me have a look. Okay, so we have a couple of different cowboy romances on here. So the first one is going to be The Frontrunner by Elsie Silver. This one is the Gold Rush Ranch series. This is book number 3 of 4. I'm just not feeling it this week. I know I need to read them, but I don't want to as of quite yet. So the next one I feel like is also going to be a write-off because I want to read Gold Rush Ranch first before I start Chestnut Springs, also by Elsie Silver. So those two are off the table. Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. I think this is going to be it. Dark cowboy romance. I mentioned this in my first video of it being one of the 25 books that I want to read in 2025. So that's an option. And we also have Tattered Stars by Catherine Cowles. Catherine Cowles is blowing up the internet lately with her new series. But this series, there's 5 books in the series. And I picked these up for $2 each at Goodwill. And I don't even know, like, they're in perfect condition. I don't even think that they've been read. So I'll count that as a win. But I think I'm going to have to go with Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. I am super excited for this. And book number 2 is also out, and I want to pick that up next time I go do a book haul. So Bourbon and Lies it is for our first pick of the week. Okay, so prompt number 2 for our read of the week is going to be, I'll make sure I only pick one here. Ooh, most recently added to oh, here I'm tossing things around here. Most recently added to TBR. So that, put these back in, actually works perfectly because these 2 I picked up last week. So we have Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver and The Wingman by Stephanie Archer. And because we already have Bourbon and Lies for our book number 1 of the week, I think I'm going to have to go with The Wingman, just because we already have a dark romance. And I also just finished the Cat and Mouse duet earlier, a couple days ago. So I think we're going to have to go with The Wingman. Hockey romance, best friends to lovers. I'm excited. I'm so excited. So I think we're going to start, I know we're going to start with The Wingman just to break things up. And yeah, so I will check back in with you when I have an update. Hi friends, it is many hours later. Okay, this glare is ridiculous on my glasses. I took a break, I had dinner, I worked on my taxes for 2.5 hours, and I hated my life doing it, but it needs to get done. And I picked up this book again. Yeah, babe, yeah. I am having the time of my life. I'm absolutely loving this. I am about a third of the way through on page 142. Something about Stephanie Archer's writing and characters just tickles my brain. It is amazing. So I'm obviously not going to give any spoilers away. However, the whole concept of this book is that Darcy and Hayden are friends. Darcy was engaged. She broke up with him. They were together for 8 years. And Hayden is now trying to be her wingman. Darcy wants to casually date around, wants no strings attached, and she doesn't know how to do that. So they are kind of working together, but Hayden has been pining after Darcy for a number of years in secret, and Darcy is now starting to develop kind of a crush, but they don't want to admit that to each other because they think that they don't like each other, kind of a thing. And it is so stinking cute. There's so much tension. Yeah, I would call it college friends to lovers, kind of in a way fake dating. I'm having the time of my life. I absolutely love this. But it is now 12:30. I didn't realize the time because, again, I've been so enthralled with this so far, and I need to go to bed. So I will catch you tomorrow when I have another update.
friends, it is the next day, and I finished The Wingman last night. I absolutely love this. It is a 5-star read for sure. Like I mentioned previously, it is college friends to lovers. Hayden and Darcy are best friends. They are trying to navigate life together because Darcy just split up with her ex. She's moving from Calgary to Vancouver to move in with Hayden, and she's trying to figure out who she is because her ex didn't really let her express herself. She felt like an accessory. She was never heard. So, hence the purple hair. So she's trying to navigate that and trying to figure out and grow into who she wants to be and who she is deep down. And then Hayden, he is portrayed as this player. He sleeps around, but he doesn't want to be that person. He just kind of had this stereotype tossed at him early on, and it just kind of stuck over the years. So he's been trying to find someone to be with, but no one has really taken him seriously, and he started to have feelings for Darcy, and that was it. He didn't really want to commit to anyone because he felt like Darcy was the one. So there's a lot of character development throughout this book, and the one thing that did frustrate me, however, was it was slow burn in the sense where we didn't really have confessionals of how we feel towards each other until the last 2 chapters of the book. So there are 78 chapters. Yeah, 78 chapters in here, and we didn't have confessionals of how we feel until like the last 2. So I wish we would have had like 10 more chapters so we could see like afterwards how things went, but we don't. So this could have been a little bit longer to make up for that. So that's my only quorum with this book. But yeah. I do, however, want to chat about a side character in here that needs their own book, and that is the coach, Ward. He needs his own book. We keep getting snippets of him in all 3 books so far, and I feel like he just needs a novella, or like he's gonna take on the last book of the series because he needs a win. But yeah, so that was The Wingman. I absolutely love this. It's a 5-star read. I am very happy with it. But I'm going to continue on now and start Bourbon and Lies. So I will check back in with you guys once I have an update. Hello friends, it is a few days later. I have just gotten home, I've walked the dogs, and I figured I would do a little update on Bourbon and Lies. This is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this. It is not, however, a dark romance like I originally thought it was. It is more of a romance with thriller subplot. I picked it up off of a dark romance shelf from a local bookstore, so your girl assumed. But I'm still really enjoying this. This is a lot of fun. I'm not going to give any spoilers away. This is just all what's on the back. But Lainey and Grant are our 2 main characters. Lainey goes through something in her life. She gets placed into a small town in Kentucky, specifically this bourbon distillery that the Fox brothers own and run. And Grant, which is our male main character, is like, who the heck is she? Get her the heck out of here. Like, what is going on? So they form a friendship. It's fun. It's flirty, witty banter, grumpy sunshine. We have building confidence. We also have dealing with grief and navigating life and trying to figure out who we are after that. Starting over, found friends and family. I'm really enjoying it. The bourbon distillery aspect of this is really fun. We have a lot of insight on how to make bourbon, the distillery itself, becoming a bourbon boy and distributor. And I am picturing the Jack Daniel's distillery because I did a tour in Tennessee of the distillery. So I am picturing that in here. I think it's just at the forefront of my mind. So that's just kind of what I'm picturing it looking like in a way. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. As of right now, we don't have a whole lot of insight into the thriller aspect of it. It's definitely going to come up. I'm only about 55-60% way through, so I want to power through this tonight as much as I can just to kind of see what's coming up. I'm really intrigued. I would rate this about a 4.25 stars as of right now. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this, but yeah, so I'm going to carry on and read for the night, and I will pop in and give an update once we are finished. Good morning. It is the next day, and I finished Bourbon and Lies last night, as you would have seen. This was tons of fun. We had a few plot twists near the end. We had thriller plot lines come in near the end in the last few chapters. This is tons of fun. There wasn't a huge setup for the next book. There was kind of sprinklings leading up to an idea of what could happen. So I obviously know what's going to happen because I did some digging into it, but I had a lot of fun with this. This was really unique. This was romance with thriller subplots. I really enjoyed this. I had a great time. I would probably rate this about 4.25 stars, I think. I feel like it could have been a little bit longer. We could have had plot twists happen a little bit earlier. But I had tons of fun with this. So we are now done Bourbon and Lies for the week. And earlier we had finished The Wingman, which was a 5-star read. So all in all, I would say we had a really great week with 2 awesome books. So I am definitely happy about that. So I want to know, do people prefer hockey romances or cowboy romances? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great week, and we will see you on Wednesday.